haven't done this. Well, okay, I guess I'm live. Still learning how to make all this go. Let's see, I'm going to pop over to here so I can actually read stuff. Oh, this is what it looks like. Your current live stream. Okay, nice. I think that's what I want to see. Ah, right, good. Okay, so we're seeing, how do I turn this down? Feedback so I can see this. Cool. Okay, let's stitch this for a second. There we go. Hey, Tony. Right on, Tony. Okay, cool. In just a second, you're going to see this crazy image on the screen. And this is a thing that I'm working on other than the chase, but this is its own chase. I'm current Han Solo Pioneer. Yeah, man. So right now I'm really nervous and kind of, I don't know, just really nervous. Haven't slept enough, and I have to make some big decisions about going back to California, retrieving all my stuff, while it's all kind of weird shit going on there. So thought I would stay distracted by looking at this crazy image on the screen. So, what do we see here on the screen? Oh yeah, look at that, the mouse works. Okay, cool. So look at this kind of like ridge, this eye, and then down to a nose, and then you have an ear, and this, circle right there. What do you call it? A notch. I'm wondering if that doesn't look like a little bit of a brow of a cat, maybe. I was just wondering, maybe if y'all saw that, if that's something that looks like to you guys, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see, is this a video? So I'm still figuring out how this stuff works. I'm not sure. What am I in here? Oh, this is not a video. That was a screen capture. So that cave right there is the same, is got this going on the inside. On the inside of that very same cave is this happening on the inside. Longest day of the year. This little square right here is my GoPro camera. What a trip, right? Yeah. Anyway. I ditch that, it goes to here. So this is all in one area where this rock is. And this is going on the other inside as well. Winning tournaments. China! Yes, this is in right on, Sammy. Yeah, I got to make some big decisions about driving. I'm just kind of, I don't know, nervous. So this is on the inside of that same cave. That's right. I had two four of a kinds last night. So inside that cave is this going on right here. So you see this rock right here, this crazy looking deal? That is the other rock. How do I make sense of all this? I know what I got to do. Let's do this. Let's go like this. Put this over here. Now we're thinking. And then this. And you see that rock? That is this one. This rock is this one. So, when the sun on the solstices between June and December is about almost 90 degrees in the sky, and that's kind of reflected right here on the cave, right? So this rock has this image over this aperture right here. Isn't that a trip? And that's what we see, is this kind of like a serpent with this big ear coming off of that rock over this opening right here. And then the sun coming from a really small aperture from behind me is casting onto here. Isn't that amazing? Just blows me away. I don't know. You know, it's the little things in life. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's see. Ditch this, ditch this, ditch this. We're back at my desktop. Okay, so now if I go like that, groovy two shoes, go over here, clicky clicky, watch this.
As of about 3:30 this afternoon, it is officially summertime in North America, and with the solstice came a tip from a rock climber about a certain cave in the Santa Cruz Mountains and something that looks like a sundial. Our Wilson Walker went to check it out.
I have spent a lot of years up here. I'm probably 1980 easily was probably the first year I started climbing avidly here. Yes, easily.
Rock climber David Smith thought he knew the Santa Cruz Mountains pretty well until he had a chance encounter with a Stanford archaeologist.
And he points out these petroglyphs. I start doing research. Once there's one petroglyph, there's usually more. Then one day on the 20th, I'm sitting in this cave, lights going through all the way through. I go, wow, is this a coincidence?
So with piqued curiosity and imagination, he started paying close attention to the cave, the sunlight, and the calendar. And things started getting pretty interesting.
This has been cleaved off nice and clean.
He noticed that the evening light lands precisely on this rock during the shortest day of the year.
That is a lot of coincidence, man. That is a lot of coincidence.
But the big show is the summer solstice.
Sun's going that way.
Yep. We're standing on the cave right now.
So it's going to go this way.
Yes, the light's going to go like this.
All we got to do is wait.
All we got to do is hang out, man.
And sure enough, it happens.
The light's coming through this aperture, traversing the room, and heading out the other window across the valley.
Look right here. See that right there?
It's one of these things you have to see to believe. Nobody believes it when I just talk about it. You have to see the images and go, well, that's pretty strange.
Now, neither of us really know for sure what's going on.
Who does? Who's alive to say what this is?
But it's certainly cool to see.
Very cool to see.
On the solstice, in the Santa Cruz Mountains, Wilson Walker, KPIX5.
Thanks, Wilson Walker. Hey, stop. Hey, stop. Jesus, crying out loud. Things just start going. Right. There's Patty Page. So anyways, there you go. That's one of the, I probably have another video, but there you go. That's kind of the deal. Of what's going on with this place in the Castle Rock State Park in the Santa Cruz Mountains on the solstice and on the winter solstice. So I'm working on a project where I'm trying to use the Zephyr Environs folks, who are these guys right here, who have done a lot of work at the very same park that you're seeing, which is a state park, and they're doing a lot to preserve it, but they have no idea of what is actually there, because I have read the state archaeologists' papers on habitation, but they have nothing on astroarchaeology out of the very cave they have in this picture here on the front. They have recently spent $10 million on a really way cool amphitheater that's there. I think there's might be some pictures of it down here. I mean, look at this is Varian, you know, the guy who began a lot of radar. So the people and the money that is in this nearby area is amazing. So I was trying to get some attention from the mucky mucks from Google and whatnot to see if I can't fund my little project. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm here. So if I go here, duh. I have this other little video. Let's see, we go here. Wow. And I can play this. I hope, yeah, here, this. Let's go here. Let's do this. Right, so this would be the, this, by the way, so two things. This is the rock. You can see the ground down there. This is the rock that I actually fell from. My belayer let go of the rope and I landed there, which started this whole thing. So there's this really crazy, bizarre, spicy spiritual connection I have with this rock. And so this is kind of where I was, another direction I feel very compelled to about this location. So that little blue shirt right there, that's me climbing up. Oh, hi, Sassy. So glad you're here. Are you playing poker tonight? Yeah. Details, please, if I am invited. Yeah, Stacy, please. See China right there? Yes. Sam right here will tell you how to get a hold of it's Poker Stars, and then there's just a little invite or a what do you call it? A number, and then away we go. And of course, it's just it's free. And I won the tournament last night. Very psyched. All right, so let's let this go. This goes with this CBS piece right here.
Hello, my name is David Smith. I've been climbing at Castle Rock State Park since the 80s, a long time. One day, I was hanging out the back of the rock, getting over some injuries, and a paleontologist started pointing out these really great shapes and intricate peckings and all kinds of petroglyphs at the back of the rock. And he said that they were all documented. And he said, this one right here is known as the woman. See how you got like a head and arms with hips and pointy legs? After seeing the image of the woman in stone, it really cemented my idea of how significant this location is. So I started showing up at sunrise, and this is the image I caught. First light, June 20th, about 2008. See the two circles of light at the top? This is one of this is where the first light would come in and touch this place in the morning. So this is the rock on top of Goat Rock, and we're inside the cave. This hole on this side projects an image across the hole on that side. And then the light continues on across and down the little valley over there. So if the light continues on and touches a stone on that side of the valley, that's far more than a coincidence. I mean, first light touching on top of the shelves, okay, but we noticed that the light was starting to create a backlit shape on the rock as well. It started looking like a big panther head, looked like a big jaguar, a big cat. And we also found out that on June 20th, the light would come through the trees. If the trees weren't there, and it would hit spot on this rock right here. So this is all beginning to be far more than a coincidence. This is a big rock that has the shape of a big cat face on the outside. Then on the inside, on the longest day of the year, I've got a serpent rising up out of the stone and hitting another rock across the valley. So I got a rock that looks like a big cat with on the right side, and then just in front of it we have a silhouette of some person, some man. This is first light on it. This is so strange. I don't know what to even say. It just looks like some big silhouette of some person. So I got a dragon on the inside, a serpent on the longest day of the year, and on the shortest day of the year, the other rock is lit up as well. So this is a really rare photograph of the shortest day of the year. So I think we should probably change the name of Goat Rock. Hello, my name is David.
So there you go. There's the crazy images of this guy's face right here. I mean, that just blows me away. Look at this. Clearly a nose. Different lighting. It looks a little bit different. This is like it's just really amazing that all these things are there. It can't be just a coincidence by any stretch of it. Just can't be. Especially when you're seeing this kind of serpent-looking deal here, which is coming out of this rock on the floor, and that's the longest day of the year. And then the light goes to it. Oh man, that's just a lot of stuff. So this is the longest day of the year. This is the shortest, and I mean that's just blows me away that all this is here. Now the part that really is amazing is that the floor is carved, okay? So you got to know this place is only 10 miles away from the biggest cinnabar mine in Americas. And cinnabar, when you melt it down, becomes liquid mercury. So I believe they were putting liquid mercury in little places in here that would be the equivalent of a high intense mirror that would reflect light to the ceiling. And I think there's a story being told there because all these little places, I just think there's a lot more going on here than,
as well. So this is a
there's a lot going on here. But how do I stop it? Stop it, you crazy man. All right, what we got? We got a few people that definitely a face. Yeah, see, Captain, see, you guys can see this as too. So this is a thing I want to pursue. So I suck really bad at communicating. See, here we go. Sam's putting the whole thing in. I knew he would jump in and help out with this. Thanks, Sammy. Right on, man. On how to play poker and how to make all that go. That is what we got going on there with PokerStars. So right on, Sam. Outstanding. Thanks, man. Thanks very much. So, yeah, I've been really lucky last night. It's been really helping my confidence. Twiggy's asking, how do you clean a dab coil? I have no idea. That dab stuff is way too strong for me. Goat looks like a tortoise said to me. It looks like many different things at once, which is what's really cool. Hey, I wonder if I can...
It's a really rare photograph.
I can just get a hold... Yeah, like that one. No, too far.
The other rock is lit up as well.
So this head shape right here. So you have this eye, and yeah, tortoise. I mean, look at this. It could be like some kind of dinosaur. There's this cut down here. I have to get the other photos. There's just so much going on with this face. Yeah, you know what? I gotta throw the other photos in there. What if I can do that? Oh yeah. All right. Oh, we're in Yosemite. Oops. Whoa. There we go. So there should be some more goat rock stuff. See if I can't find. Yeah, there's these. Yeah, that one. Right? Yeah, this one's really good. So this shot right here, I should put in that folder over here because it's different. Yeah. See, it's where the angle is that the different things show up. This is where the light goes through, but the overall shape, I mean, there's so much going on. I mean, with this fin right here or the ear, I mean, let's see if I can't go back and forth between. So, where is it? What the hell have I done? Oh yeah, hit this button here. Nope, maybe not. Oh, it's that. I see. Let's bring it down. Bring it down. So depending on where you are, depends on how intense these different deals are and how much this tree's growing up and out of the way, right? I mean, that tree is definitely growing it in. So how much of that space is exposed? So what I have found is that the view of this rock is from more east-west, right? That has a lot to do with this thing showing up in the time of day for that ear. You know, it's just a slight angle, but really, accentuates. So I think at different angles, it can probably speak to the people that were working on this different things. That's what I'm guessing. Twiggy! There you go. That cat lady. Too much plastic surgery. That a girl. Exactly. Who would it? Okay, I gotta back up. A little dab will do you, JK Pioneer. So you guys can see how this is, I think this would be a thing that Google Maps, because this is the Silicon Valley, all this, right? And these guys who work for Google, they all come here on the weekends and hang out and stuff. So I'm thinking that there might be a documentary in here that I'm trying to reach out to these people and see if we can't get them to do some research. Why not? That's kind of where I'm at. Anyways, That's it. That was the thing that I was that I'm working on. I need to be distracted from. So there you go. That was the CBS thing. Cracks me up. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? Uh-oh. I think WSolve is doing it. Do you guys want to? You guys don't want to see any of that stuff, do you? I mean, see what I've done is, what have you done? Oh my God! Oh, I gotta hit this button here. No, wrong button. Yikes! What have you done? So, bam. What I can do is I have found this whole deal right in here. So on the periodic table, you're going to notice that on this page, which has no page numbers, there's no page numbers on this page right here, right? So what I have found is that it spells the word car. What do you know? So AR 18 and 8K. So right there, in other words, and they're both 39. Well, what's that matter? What's the big deal about that number? Well, it's the numbers that are in these postmarks right here, right? And they're in 6 postmarks, that 039. And where the 039 is, seems to be like a cohesive group of numbers. Now, I'm saying that might equal one clue. It's not, I don't think, and it definitely is not compelling, but it is contiguous. It definitely is part of the contiguous deal you're looking for through chapters, okay? So if you've been wise, right? If you've been wise, now check that out, right? How do I do this tonight? I can't do this. I can't do what I'm thinking I can do. So you see that there, the word William adds up to 88. 88 is truly the weight of wise, right? So then there must be other places that would be evident. Well, here's chapter 8. Right? So I have found actual numbers that equal that. Well, that means the same thing should be for the other part of the equation here, which would be the S, right? Uh-oh. What have I done? Do I not be able to? I don't know how to operate this, my own gear here. So so chapter 8, I don't know, you guys don't want to see any of this stuff, do you? If the blind ops with the, there you go. So Richard can see that part in there. Thank you. Oh, Susie Q, the sun shines through the eye. Exactly, and casts a shadow further away than the spot in the trees. Yes. Thank you, Susie Q. Right, exactly. So it goes through the eye. So it's just like Chichen Itza. It's just like where it goes from the panther down the stairs and lights up the dragon. Yeah, same thing. Same time. So anyways, this thing here, I'm not going to... See that 44? Well, if you go to page 40, line 4... Yeah, anyway. You'll notice that 40, the page after... Anyway, we're not going to go there. We're not going there, Dave. Turn this shit off. How do you stop this? So there's the postage stamp. But I'm going to... This is now up to 10 minutes. So I'm trying not to let it go any farther than 10 minutes, right? I don't want to go any farther than the 10 minutes because this crazy rock right to here. Oh yeah, this is my favorite little bit. I'll play this because this cracks me up. How do I just play that? Put this here. Hit that there. All right, so what I'm saying is this is the blaze, right? So look at that. Look quickly down. Well, if you look quickly down, there's a bench. What? Why a bench? Well, its bench shows up all over the place, right? It's in Good Will Hunting, where Robin sits down and talks to the young, Will about life, and they're on a bench. Johnny Bench. He's jersey number 5. The location of this here, pieces of wood underneath that pointy rock sure does seem like he might be telling us something in a place where there's dogs. Now, I think there's some about all this. I don't know. Or am I just the crazy guy that finds weird things in the mountains like this? That's right, Richard the Bonko. So, came through last night and brought me. Oh, he had a girlfriend. Oh, so what I'm going to do is Johnny Bench, my favorite all time. Right, the catcher. Right, the best catcher. Get it? Catcher? We talked about catcher in the rye. So Johnny Bench, number 5. And you'll notice that young Forrest is on his knees like a catcher with his hands on his thighs. And Johnny Bench was known as hands. He had the best hands in the league. Actually, he's known as the best catcher of all time. So that would be my reference, one of them, to, not just catcher in the rye. So yes, the light goes through. Wow. How do I do this? This rock, no, wrong rock. Wrong rock. Goes through. There it is. Goes through this aperture. We can do this. We can put this over here. I'm going to ditch this guy. We don't need to look at him. Muted. We're going to bring up this rock. Right, and then go back to here, and then make sure we have this rock in the foreground. So for all you people that are paying attention and get what all this could possibly mean, holy cow, right? So the sun comes from back over here. The sun sets down here. It goes through that rock and then creates this image inside simultaneously, casting an image down there onto this rock right here. Dun, dun, dun. Now, how do you tell that story? It's really freaking crazy. That's, astroarchaeology at its best. We can look at this rock and there's some weird striations, right? So as days go by, it actually comes out to this peak over here. Whoa, crazy, right? I mean, that definitely, where that rock is on that hillside is definitely, this rock didn't fall there. Let's put it that way. It's clearly put there. And I'm standing on a trail that is, who knows how bloody old this trail is. It could be a few thousand years old, the trail I'm on, to see this. As a matter of fact, the whole area I'm in where I'm able to see this is really awesome little amazing canyon. So the research that can be done in there is just, oh man, it would be awesome. Yep, artifacts and stuff there Twiggy's talking about. Right on, Twiggy T. Yes, there has been artifacts, and they have found stuff, but they are trying to look for habitation. Astroarchaeology is a new thing. But what is amazing is that because clearly the Chichen Itza or the canyon or the canyon in New Mexico are all places that are clearly man-made. This isn't so obvious, except for this crazy image on the inside of the cave. I mean, that is just really wild, right? So when you have a pyramid that's clearly built there, that gets everybody's attention. But something like this is really hard for people to give credit to the people that could have done it. But the little bit that we do know from the stuff that is in the Mayan Empire, they say all of their information, all the way back to the Olmecs, come from the north. Well, here we are in the Bay Area. That's pretty north of where they are. Not only that, the people that lived on this land are known as the Ohlone, and there's all kinds of other tribes all around the Bay Area that have names that are, a variation of that, which all come from Olmec. So if they're descendants of Olmec, which is dated back to over 10,000 years ago, and they are megalithic builders, this could be part of what they're doing right here. So, that's what the little bit of research that I have done. What I truly need my 21 people who are currently watching is to help me research and communicate to the mucky mucks who would then actually do something about that. The guy that does that TV show, he thought he might dig the guy who does the Scott Wool or something else. Dusted us. That guy. Yeah, the guy Scott W.F. Scott Walter. There he is. Boom! China comes in. So I've called this guy. I've actually left a message and I've sent him the links to this stuff, and I heard not back from him. Do I know that I actually got to his email? Not even sure. I did talk to him briefly. I did my best to write it down, but this is the things I suck at, especially under pressure. So this is, by the way, on a state park. So maybe there's all kind of issues that they don't want to mess with it, right? But I would imagine state parks want money, so if they let... So anyways, what do we do? I ask you folks out there, what do we do? This, and I have a lot more stuff that that exists. But this should be enough for people to be enticed, right? What do we do with this, information? We can, it's got to be greater than a groovy little documentary, and I, get kicked down a couple of bucks. It seems like because, this, you see these, here we go. Let's click on this picture. It's going to get bigger. See that? You see these ropes coming down right here? So this is the very location that I fell to the ground from, and I did not die, right? The ground being way farther down. And then I rolled down the bloody hill that is about as high as I fell, right? So, ooh, that's groovy story, but I didn't die. And so hanging out inside that cave that we're looking at right here, I'm seeing this go on. So I feel like the spirit of this rock kept me alive for something. So there's that story as well, right? And these are all, true stories that are going on with Davio. That's driving me out of my freaking nut, okay? Santa Cruz Mountains, J.K. Pioneer, bang! Bitch to the Blair Witch spoof. Yeah, but this isn't fake. Are you observant enough? Are you willing to become aware everything and everyone is connected in the ridge, the point? Exercise. Rockfish is dropping the word on me again. This cat comes out of nowhere and just like, rattles me up. So anyway, I am fully agreeing that I am in some kind of spiritual transition since my aunt is currently passing away. This is where I about died. There's just all kind of, overthinking it. Do I have a tendency to overthink stuff? I would imagine yes. Hey, Captain, why don't you call the Bar Commission and talk to them about it? They know a little bit about it. Stanford knows a little bit, but here's the deal. Because it is on Ohlone land, and Stanford is really upset them. In that Mr. Stanford in 10, somewhere around, no, actually before that. The same Stanford that's on the East Coast that then becomes Stand Forward on the West, and they were trying to duplicate the East and the West kind of things to give it validity. Well, anyways, when the man was building all these farms and ranches over there, he just clearly ran over all kinds of Ohlone established land, by the way, which was taken from Spain, right? So Stanford takes it over buys it from Spain because Spain's basically run out. Right? Said, hey, you get out of here. So Stanford takes over that, and that's where the university now takes over. Well, there were oyster mounds on both sides of the bay that I've read about that were over 10 stories tall. The ancestors of the Ohlone were kept in there, not as trash, but because these shells are a great way to preserve. Right, so they had ancestors in these mounds, which were, very meaningful to the people, and they were destroyed. And then the bones were put on shelves in the universities in Berkeley and Stanford, and so ever since then, there's been this massive feud, which became, Indian lands and became the movement was Alcatraz Island was taken over with. All kind of these things happened because of these actions by the universities. So, yeah, that's a good call. I don't know if I don't know if this is anything Jens would want to do. Plays cards with. He knows Anonymous. Pretty cool. Oh, Anonymous, yeah. Special place to go and listen. This place is really amazing in that there is a built-in amphitheater already there, which is just awesome. Just really, 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 really cool. This place right here really touched me as a kid. I mean, I spent probably over 30 years running around this place. Yeah, since I was easily a teenager. But anyways, the question to the people, to the 21 people watching is, there's Susie Q. There you go. There's an intelligent woman and Silver Thread. People who can write. Who do I write to? Just imagine. I wonder if I have any images. See, I really don't keep a lot of images of this around anymore on my computer, because it would fill up my entire computer. Well, here we have, let's see, we can bang through some of these. This would be the back of the rock. This is the back of the very rock right there. See all those holes right there? This one right here is what's making that image right there. Isn't that amazing? That's what a trip, right? All right, so, we have now entered the place we should not be. All right, so, yeah, you see, I do not think I have. That's a great shot, but not. So what I need to show is the whole kind of valley. Oh, that's pretty good. So this rock right here is this. All right, so this big image right here is happening on the inside of this rock here. So I'm in this location that I'm not doing justice with it. That is a little canyon, if you will, that this is all in. And so this place is set up like a little amphitheater all the way out to here. I mean, when someone talks, makes noise, sings from here, it all rolls right up all through this area. It's really neat, this whole place, and the amount of rocks that are in there and the view, whoops, we left, are really, really, I don't know, it's really fantastic what it all is. Oh, look, the early days of trying to figure out the frickin' everything in the book. Yes, this is what Dave's brain looks like on a grease board. Wow. Yes, right here, look at that. You see this right here? This would be a big tell. Shirley Temple with Will Rogers. Da, 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 da. That's right. This is the Shrine of the Sun. Look at that. September 1937. The beginning. What page is 37 in the book, right? There you go. The Shrine of the Sun. That little photo right there is a real big connection. Look at that. Radio station and everything. And this is where Will Rogers dies with Wiley Post. Uh-oh. I'll stop. Hello, hello. Yeah. Okay, well, I called her today, so they didn't answer, so I'll just try again until I get a hold of somebody. It's just how I operate. Exactly. That's yes, I will be in touch. So, yep, that's kind of where I was at. Okay, I love you. Okay, and I'll talk. Okay, bye bye. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you guys are experiencing that with me right as it goes. There's my aunt right there. I'm hearing about hospice care, and my sister's not handling it. And, why am I not hanging up from this? Because I'm going to throw the whole thing away. And so I thought I would kind of tell you this weird, place that I am in, what's going on, but it's just strange, strange, strange. And these images come up all the time. And yeah. So there's something in these that's worth showing. I believe, this all right here, especially that one right there, is significant because of where this place is, Anyway. Yeah, here I am. Nope. Yep. Anyway. There should be, there was a thing I was looking for here that was probably, I'm remembering it wrong. But, there's our boy Johnny. Yeah, I thought I had another image of this somewhere. Nope. All right, so I've lost my mind and I need to get off the phone here with you all. This is, if there's anything anybody can help me with on this, please feel free to help me out with that. That would be super fantastic. Right, what have I got? What am I looking at? What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, I'm clearly not doing well right now, so we're going to leave. Thanks for being there. Oh, unless she's... Oh, yeah. Well, there's Captain chiming in. Yeah, I think she has an idea of where I'm at. For Native America, looks like a spiritual place for Native Americans. Well, spiritual place for anyone who is connected to it, right? And my aunt in hospice right now, there you go. That's what's happening. She's, been on a do not resuscitate thing for months. So she's at home. She's with loved ones. She's not in a place. I don't know. She's just, end of life kind of thing here. And she's a big deal to me because she's the one I reached out to when I found out that this is my family, because I didn't know any of these people until 2005, 7, something like that. 9? I think in 2009. When I was doing the same looking around for Forrest Fenn thing, I found them all kind of at the same time. So, yeah, what a trip, right? Yeah, so... This is valuable? No, I don't think... No, I'll tell you what, Tony. Me in this kind of pain? I don't know, man. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. I think it's time to go eat some ice cream. So... Much love to you all, as we all are learning how to be human beings in the gnarly life that we are all leading. I mean, Sammy's in the same exact thing, and he's way tougher at this than I am. I can tell. Tony, I think there's some people who might be able to empathize with the dreams and the hallucinations of things that have in the past. I gotta say that it's really feels like it's a spiritual thing and not me. I don't know, unless it's me, but it's a crazy thing here, JK, in that I feel a connection to this weird place that I found in Wyoming, which really transferred from the place that I found in California, where I grew up. I fell off the bloody thing, didn't die, in the cave, find this thing, what, and then find my father. I feel like there's all it feels all connected, and I don't know how. So I guess you guys were on the ride. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. You know that woman who goes and does hauntings with those people? We should get a hold of her and see what she says. My aunt, who's currently passing away, I feel her like this voice constantly going on. She's the same kind of medium that woman on TV is. That it's not Joyce, but she does the thing. Yeah, I'm not good at finding words right now. Be at peace, my friend. There you go. Prayers and there you go. See, nice. This is one of the reasons I go on here is because I get these nice little words like that from Sammy here, killer card player. So, I distract myself from this kind of emotional stuff by doing the math that is required to play cards and end up at the final table whilst kind of getting a read on the, ambiguity of what a bet might mean. So, between that and still looking at what numbers all might mean between the Fenn thing are distractions that I'm mentally using to keep from diving into this thing that I don't want to face. So there you go. That's obvious, isn't it? So I guess we're on that journey there, Captain. I have found that some of these things that happened to me in my life have happened to life or same. And why are you here? So you're all part of the same kind of. There's Capro. This search, my friend. The search continues. The spiritual search. The search for love. The search on how to be a human being. I think this is what it is. So I guess I'm sharing that. And much love to K-Pro and everything with her life as well. I keep trying to push that button and say goodbye. It's just, but Tony derailed me. Pancakes, that's what's on my mind, making pancakes. And well, well, K-Pro, please look back at the part of this here. You know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since I have Zoom up right here, I'm going to do this thing for a wonderful distraction because it cracks me up, and you'll get a kick out of it too. Am I doing this wrong? I am so doing this wrong. You have to go to this button in the Zoom, which would be over here, and you have to say, do this. And then this thing's going to launch right here, which will take me out of the picture for a minute. Oh, no. That will not do. We want to hear him speak because he cracks me up. And then we're going to hit this button right here. Now, here you go, K-Pro. This is for you, love, because I've got this whole thing going on. And I don't know, since you're a marketing queen. Right, here we go, love.
As of about 3:30 this afternoon, it is officially summertime in North America. And with the solstice came a tip from a rock climber about a certain cave in the Santa Cruz Mountains and something that looks like a sundial. Our Wilson Walker went to check it out.
I've spent a lot of years up here. I'm probably 1980 easily was probably the first year I started climbing avidly here. Yes, easily.
Rock climber David Smith thought he knew the Santa Cruz Mountains pretty well until he had a chance encounter with a Stanford archaeologist.
And he points out these petroglyphs. I start doing research. Once there's one petroglyph, there's usually more. Then one day on the 20th, I'm sitting in this cave, lights going through all the way through. I go, wow, is this a coincidence?
So with piqued curiosity and imagination, he started paying close attention to the cave, the sunlight, and the calendar. And things started getting pretty interesting.
This has been cleaved off, nice and clean.
He noticed that the evening light lands precisely on this rock during the shortest day of the year.
That is a lot of coincidence, man. That is a lot of coincidence.
But the big show is the summer solstice.
Sun's going that way,
Yep. We're standing on the cave right now.
so it's going to go this way.
Yes, the light's gonna go like this.
All we gotta do is wait.
All we gotta do is hang out, man.
And sure enough, it happens.
The light's coming through this aperture, traversing the room, and heading out the other window across the valley. It's one of these things you have to see to believe. Nobody believes it when I just talk about it. You have to see the images and go, well, that's pretty strange.
Now, neither of us really know for sure what's going on,
Who does? Who's alive to say what this is?
but it's certainly cool to see.
Very cool to see.
On the solstice, in the Santa Cruz Mountains, Wilson Walker, KPIX5.
There you go. It's my little distraction for the moment. Yikes. See, I can't get to the button because...
With neighbors demanding answers about a spike in home burglaries across San Francisco.
Yeah, that's going on. But anyways, so I just thought I would throw that out there as a lovely distraction. Oh, I have to stop the share screen. Yep, okay. Oh yeah, since you're there looking at stuff. Look at that, how about that? That's the 1975 World Series. This is the very World Series that they're talking about in Good Will Hunting. How about that? Huh? Hey, look at the cool sunshine coming in here. Right, okay, kids, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to leave now and throw this away, if not, in a couple of days, if not sooner. Do email me if anybody has any ideas on who I should communicate about all this crazy Goat Rock stuff. That would be really, really wonderful. Thank you and much love. I'm going to go make some phone calls and do that. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Am I doing this wrong? Okay, forward now.